Well, from violence in the north to different kind of violence in the south, I suppose. The Christchurch war between motorists and cyclists turned a bit violent this morning. A bike rider claiming he was throttled and kicked by a motorist. The incident occurred on a road that is frequently used by cyclists. Natasha Utting explains.
The battle for Dyers Pass Road being fought daily between motorists and cyclists. Today, it turned violent.
His wife tried to stop him, get out of the car, but she couldn't, and he got out. He came round the front of the vehicle and with rage in his eyes, both hands up like this, he grabbed me with both hands around my neck and tried to wrestle me to the ground. It was at that point I dropped my bike, just trying to defend myself, really.
It was over in seconds. Then the alleged throttler got back in the car and his wife drove away.
The whole story started, I was coming down from the sign of the Kiwi, and about halfway down before the sign of the Takahe, a car overtook me coming into a corner. So obviously her speed, she had to brake quite heavily to get round that corner, so that caused me to sort of brake, swerve, and then she just slowly went down the hill. And I wanted to go faster, but I couldn't because she was in my way.
Rick decided to approach the car at the bottom of the hill to complain about the woman's driving.
She'd already wound the window down, and then we started having a conversation about and you could tell that we were obviously both thought that we were in the right, and she was angry, and it was at that point that the passenger of the car leant across and said something abusive to me.
Evidence of what happened next is on Rick's neck and legs.
I'm actually grateful that the guy got back in the car and drove off. It could have been much worse.
It was just this Monday that Campbell Live ran a story about tension building in Christchurch between cyclists and motorists. A Hummer driver via the internet threatened to nail cyclists on Dyers Pass. His comments enraged the cycling community. Rick Unthank happens to be the editor of the website where the whole issue erupted.
So is it just a coincidence, do you think, that this happened after the threats were made on your website about nailing cyclists on this road?
I hope it was just a coincidence. It's an unbelievable coincidence, but that's just the way it's turned out, yeah.
Is it just a dangerous road, do you think?
It is a dangerous road. It's a narrow road and it's a dangerous road. And I'm sure this sort of thing happens every day, but maybe it doesn't get reported.
Today, the driver of the black Hummer posted an apology on Vorb, the cycling website. He said sorry to parents and cyclists for upsetting them. But let's be clear, he had nothing to do with today's attack on Rick. We tracked down today's alleged assailant and spoke to him by phone.
There was an altercation this morning, but it's going to happen more and more unless something's done about it.
What could be done about it?
I really don't know. You come down Dyers Pass and we have cyclists overtaking cars. And this is what this guy wanted to do. He was kind of suggesting to my wife that she go faster. What he was angry about was that once she overtook him, she didn't go fast enough for him.
But Eddie, why not just have a conversation with him? Why assault him?
Because he wouldn't let it go. He kept tapping on the car window and he starts going on and on and on about things, and he should have just left it alone.
But he has marks on his neck. Did you put your hands on his neck?
Yeah, well, as I said, I'm just going to leave it at that now, so I'm waiting either whether the police get in touch or whether I'm not bothered, really. But something needs to be done about it.
Is it becoming a bit of an us and them situation?
Yeah, unfortunately so. You know, I'm a strong advocate of us we should all share the road, but it just seems the case that because they have the luxury of a metal cage around them, you know, they can have a bit more bravado. And
he says he'd like to meet with you in person and apologise. Is that something you'd be willing to do?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm quite happy to listen to him, yes.
He has actually apologised by phone, but wants to take it further and meet face to face. Still, the police are investigating, and online they're calling for calm on Dyers Pass Road.